If you're wondering why you're stuck in the same bad financial habits year after year, this video is going to wake you up. Most people think that managing money is just about budgets, spreadsheets, and saving more. But here's the real truth. The top 1%, they don't manage money like that. They manage themselves first, because your real currency is your attention and where you spend it. But every day that attention is being stolen, hijacked by social media, the news, and other people's opinions. It's what I call viral viruses. These are hijacks of the mind that keep you focused on everything else but your own life. And the longer you stay distracted, honestly, the longer you're going to stay stuck. Your finances are just a mirror of your habits, your focus, your beliefs about yourself and your work. You see, you've been programmed to fail financially and to not to pay attention to it. So if you're not where you want to be right now, it's not because you're bad with money. It's because you haven't yet learned how to manage that one thing that really matters first. You. More specifically, your mind. So let's cover the exact 3-step process that the wealthiest people in the world use to reprogram their thinking, that you can apply it to your life too. But before we jump in, let me give you a little bit of credibility so you know this is based in truth. For the past 15 years, I've studied how the wealthy think differently about money and discovered this process. But this isn't just theory. It's how I went from being in debt at 23 years old to building a multi-million-pound business. So trust me when I say no matter where you're starting from, you can change your financial future. It's that simple. So the first step is simple, but it's brutal. If you want to change your financial future, you have to look in the mirror, because your money is not separate from you. It's actually a reflection of you. It's a reflection of your habits, your priorities, your attention. They're all reflected in your bank account, whether you want to admit it or not. But here's the problem. Most people can't see it clearly. Why? Because their focus is being hijacked. They're not looking. You see, we live in a world where every problem has not only a megaphone attached to it, but many. Climate change, economic collapse, wars on the other side of the world. Those issues are constantly in your face and in your mind because your attention is the product that's being sold or being harvested. And when your mind is full of problems you can't solve, you don't have the energy and the power left to solve the one problem you can, your own situation. The Stoic philosophy is rooted in only focus on what you can control. So I'm going to be really direct here. If you're not fixing your own life first, I'm not going to talk to you and take you seriously when you start talking about fixing the world. Because what you focus on expands. It's the oldest law of wealth. So ask yourself, where is your attention going each day? In fact, where is your attention going each minute of the day? What does your bank account say about your priorities? And what does your spending patterns reveal about your values? Because if you can't see yourself clearly, you can't change. And if you can't change yourself, how is anything on the outside of you going to change? Your finances are just your mind made visible. Own your mind. The second step asks you to reprogram the way you think about money. And this is the biggest thing that keeps people stuck. You cannot move forward financially if you're trapped in what I call poverty consciousness. Think about it from childhood. Most of us are programmed with very limiting beliefs. You might have heard your parents say, money doesn't grow on trees. Or if you're in a shop, we can't afford that. Or rich people are greedy. These beliefs sink into your subconscious mind and become your default operating system. And without even realizing, you start to live them out. Your reality starts to shape itself around what you believe. You might spend reactively because you don't feel like you deserve money. You might judge the wealthy. You might chase short-term wins or avoid financial literacy altogether. But some of the top 1%, they've installed a different kind of programming. They've become conscious of money, of their relationship with it, and they've healed it. And because they've healed their relationship with money, they see money as a tool for freedom and impact. They don't see wealth as greed, but as a responsibility. They understand that wealth gives them the power to serve others, to create change, to lift up those people around them. And that shift, it changes everything. So here's how to reprogram your mind like the 1%. Number 1, identify your limiting beliefs around money. What stories did you grow up with? What do you believe deep down about people who are wealthy? Number 2, create new empowering beliefs. Write them down and say them out loud. Tell yourself on a daily basis things like, money is a tool I use to build freedom. The more people I help, the more money I make. The more money I make, the more people I help. I am worthy of financial success. Number 3, visualize your wealthy future self. Not just a vague daydream style visualization, but really take the time to see it. Who are you? Who have you evolved into? What does your life now look like? I need you to feel that success you want as if it's already happened. And number 4, repetition, repetition, repetition. Affirmations aren't magic, they're programming. Every time you repeat a mantra, this is the seed of a new belief. You're on the journey of rewiring your subconscious mind, which is 1,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. Now, this is the hardest part: focus and discipline. Now, let me tell you a quick story. You've all heard of Richard Branson, right? Branson's team was once offered $250,000 for him to speak at an event. Just a single hour of his time for $250,000. But his team said no. Even when the offer went up from $250,000 to $300,000 to $500,000, they still said no. And later on, he was at an event and someone asked him, "We asked your team if you could speak, and why did you turn down $500,000 for an hour's work?" Branson's reply was magic, because it wasn't on my to-do list. And that's when it hit me. The wealthy don't just manage their money well, they manage themselves well. They're not playthings for external opportunities. They have a vision and a plan, and they protect both of them fiercely. Discipline for the 1% isn't just about spending less, it's about saying no to anything that doesn't align with where you're going. That's what you need to learn if you're serious about financial freedom. Here's the discipline framework the wealthy use every day. Number 1, spend less than what you earn. It's very obvious, right? But that's just the surface level stuff. Number 2, focus on what moves you forward. Say no to distractions and even opportunities that aren't aligned. Number 3, invest surplus cash in assets, not liabilities. Building wealth is all about frequency and time. It is slow and steady, so start early. Number 4, invest spare time in personal development. Build your mind while you build your business. The two are not separate. And this isn't about deprivation, it's about direction. Because when you control your focus, you control your future. Now, by this point, you've seen the truth. Money management isn't just about spreadsheets, it's about self-management. Because your wealth will never grow beyond the limits of your mind. But here's the thing, this 3-step process is just the start. In reality, there are 7 core laws of wealth that the wealthy use to build and sustain their wealth. Laws that govern not just your money, but your mind, your energy, and your focus. And to help you figure out which one is currently holding you back, I've created a free tool. Hopefully this will help you. It's a quick quiz and it's designed to help you identify which of the 7 laws of wealth you're currently struggling with right now. So if you're serious about reprogramming your mind and building real financial freedom, go take the quiz. Because once you understand where you're blocked, you can finally start to move forward. Your wealth will never, ever, ever grow beyond the limits of your mind. You are more powerful than you know. Until next time.